Hey folks, good morning, good morning, good morning. It is a great Monday morning in North Georgia. We're the only live online morning show in North Georgia, fastest growing, all the above, right? There you go. It's good to be home. Wow, is it good to be home? Those that watch the show, we appreciate you always coming back on a Monday morning to see what will happen next. But as you well know, I've been out of town, and it is good to be right here in LJ, North Georgia's fastest growing, number one online morning show. I just say all that, right? What the hell? They'll have to prove it in court, right? That I'm wrong. So, there is the way you could text me. You could call the show. Okay, it's right here. I can read them, and I've been reading text messages already this morning. There is my email address. You can send me things. And all the ways to follow us on social media. Well, Destiny, it's good to be home. And I want to just let you know that from 850 miles away, you really did a great job last week. I appreciate you. Good to be back in the studio. Now, you know the old saying, what if, okay, there's a couple things. Would you not enjoy a day in your life where nobody said Hillary Clinton? Wouldn't you? Now, I think I should start out Monday morning as you know me, and if you're new to the show, here's how I think it's going to go. Hillary Clinton died last night. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Now, I'm not being mean about probably one of the most evil creatures that ever walked the face of the earth, Hillary Clinton. Now, that's just my opinion. Okay, I think she's an evil person. Okay, I don't think Bill's as evil as Hillary. He's just a dumb old country boy that went along for the ride or whatever else he could get. Now, sometimes I don't think he's dumb, but Hillary is the evil one. So you're going to wake up one morning and Hillary Clinton died last night. There you go. All investigations will be over. She will finally be cleared of everything. Okay? She'll be gone. Now, why do I say that? Elijah Cummings. Did you know Elijah Cummings was sick? The representative from Baltimore, did you know he was sick? He was ill. Did you even think he could die at any moment? Was that hidden from you? Did the media know it? How well did the media hide something? Elijah Cummings, in that itself, encompasses all the proof we ever need of how bad the media and the deep state hide and lie from you, the American people. And as you know, I call them the hashtag deep state corporate corrupt media, and they do. Everything was hidden from you. I mean, sources, we're hearing that this guy's signing subpoenas from his hospital bed, his deathbed. So I'm just saying, they're going to cover it up like they do everything else. You're just going to wake up one morning and Hillary is dead. Maybe music to go along with it. Ding dong, the witch is dead, the wicked witch, the witch. I don't know, maybe, I don't know. So that being said, what's up with number 14? What's up with these two? Hillary and Tulsi Gabbard of Hawaii. Now, I want to be perfectly clear. I do not agree with Tulsi Gabbard's policies and many things she wants to do, but she has boldly called out the corruption, boldly called it out, slapped them right in the face, and immediately, as soon as you tell the American people the truth, what's going on in your party, the Democrat National Committee there, and the hoax of thinking you're getting to pick your own candidate, you're all of a sudden labeled a Russian operative. What the hell? So what's going on with them? Interesting. Now we're going to get to Pickens County. We're going to whirl this right around to Pickens County because I got something I want to talk about. I've been holding back on Pickens County, letting some things develop, see where it goes, watching the back and forth. I've been watching it, reading it. We're going to talk about it this morning because it's reached a level, to me, of no return. Pickens County Commission Chair race, and we'll talk about that in a minute. So what's going on here? Did these three guys write a letter and send it to Ukraine demanding cooperation with Robert Mueller for money? Was this a quick pro quo? Is that what we're learning? Now I want to talk about that in a little bit. Number 10. Did the senator from New Jersey, Menendez, did he send a letter? Did he sign a letter? Is that true? Number 11. What's his name again? Oh, Dick, you lying, whatever, Durbin. Dick, the senator, I guess he's Dick Durbin. He is a lying, no good senator from Illinois. And Patrick Leahy, number 12, the other senator from Vermont. Did they send a letter to Ukraine saying, put up number 13. Now, this is their signatures at the bottom of the letter. I noticed yesterday when Mick Mulvaney was trying to get that out, and when he went to the podium the other day trying to get this out, he was cut off. He was cut off. Bam! Just like that yesterday on the morning shows, Mick Mulvaney. The acting chief of staff for President Donald Trump. So, all right, I want to tell you a little bit about my story. Then we're going to take a break, and then we're going to come right back. Okay, now we got a lot of national news. We are going to tear into it. But I want to jump into a local race here in Pickens County, Georgia. You may be interested in sticking around. I hope you do, because we are going to talk. Number 16. Impeach this. What are you going to do, people? Was it 55,000 in Dallas? Over 20,000 in Minnesota, packed to the rafters. Outside, 10,000. Louisiana. These are all venues after we learned about the phone call between President Donald Trump and the president of Ukraine, Zelensky. Okay? Number 17. Look at that. Impeach that. 55,000 in Dallas. Yes. You remember when it was only white people that feared? You remember, let's see, how would I put that? Would it be white Republicans? You remember when we were labeled as white Republicans that feared getting on an elevator with a black man? Remember that? We'll talk about that a little later, because I think the fear is now in Democrats that black voters in America are walking away from what they are trying to sell. That's right. That's right. So anyhow, you guys know I've been out of town, and I'll tell you, I've been up in Pennsylvania. My mother is ill, and trying to help take care of my mother. And I want to tell you a little funny joke Friday, and this is personal. If you're new to the show, let me just say this is personal, but I've got to share it because this individual's sense of humor, okay, is actually what's getting her through. To me, I understand the treatments and the medicine, but it's really what's getting her through chemo. I've learned a lot about chemotherapy. I've heard about it my whole life. I have friends that have gone through it. But man, have I learned a lot about it in the last 4 months. So anyhow, this is a woman, and this is personal, but this is a woman that has experienced 3 blood transfusions in the past 6 weeks. And so Friday morning, I have to get up early, and I did not get to watch the All-Star panel, which I'm hearing was amazing. In fact, I know the guests, Joanne and Cindy and Jane and Rick. I know it was amazing, and I appreciate them so much Friday morning. So I have to get up early, and we're going down to the hospital, and my mom has to take her 3rd blood transfusion. So we're sitting there, okay, and this lady is, you never tell a lady's age, right? But she's 76 years old. She's sitting here, and she's got a bag of blood. Now, I don't mean to be like that, but there's a bag of blood, and this lady's having a transfusion. I'm thinking, you know, what's it like going through this? And she looks at me, and this is the quote. She looks at me and she says, Brian, I could never send away to get my DNA tested. Why, Mom? Because they'll have no idea. They'll have no idea in the world. There's no way in the world they could figure out who I am. They may come back and say I'm Indian like Elizabeth Warren. I thought I would die. Like, okay, Mom, that's what you're thinking. So she can't have her DNA tested because she may come back after all these transfusions and be mistaken as an Indian like Elizabeth Warren. Anyhow, so that being said, moving right along, number 25. She's a pointer, guys. She's a pointer. I mean, look at that girl point. She is, she's wagging that finger. She's a pointer. Yes, she is. Nancy staged a walkout in this room, staged it, then staged a trip to Jordan with a delegation to prove she's serious about finding out what's really going on in Syria. I don't remember her doing this with a picture with Obama when Obama missed the red line in the sand in Syria. Don't remember her standing up and pointing in the President of the United States' face, Barack Hussein Obama, when he allowed the Russians to just go in and set up in Syria. Don't remember her grabbing a delegation to run to Syria to see if what Barack Obama, his foreign policy where Syria is concerned, what they could do. I don't remember any of that. So it was all staged. The Democrats, I'll go into that later, they're a nervous wreck. Okay? One more thing on my trip I want to flip over to. I wish I had the time and money. I really do, because I would travel this country. Number 18. I had an opportunity. This gentleman's name is David Gill. And David Gill is the president of Fibercon. You can look it up, fibercon.com. He is in Pennsylvania. His office is in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. Okay. A manufacturing company has a full manufacturing facility right there in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. Has a full manufacturing facility in the UK and a full manufacturing facility in Australia. Fibercon, 3 areas, 3 world manufacturing outlets there, and several other international sales offices. Anyhow, this gentleman, it's an amazing story from I hope I don't get it wrong, sir, 1978, I'm pretty positive. Started in garage kind of story with his dad. This guy did not seek college, okay? He went his senior year full bore studying his dad's business, and his dad taught him this business. I mean, it's just an amazing story. I have video. I sit down with this CEO I sit down with him for 2 hours because I'm doing an extended series that I will release later, some bits and pieces this week, but on through to 2020, can Trump win Pennsylvania? I made some amazing contacts in the last couple weeks. I have contacts there. Now, I'm in Georgia, and you may be wondering, why do I care? Because, look, Trump is going to win Georgia. For you out there, Trump is going to win Georgia. But I have some inroads into the state of Pennsylvania to look at 2020. And they're very optimistic. And I'm going to be doing a series all the way up to the end. Can Trump win 2020 in Pennsylvania? And that was an interview that you're going to see and hear. Amazing. I would love this manufacturing story. He's up 20% in the last 2 years. This manufacturing story and this, I call it a small business because the entire family works there. Okay. And this manufacturing story is all over the United States. And the reason I wanted to bring it up this morning, this is, again, David Gill, the president of Fibercon, okay? And he is one of many stories across this country that are lying under a veil that the, media will not talk about, and they just slam the president and slam manufacturing. What a story here. So All right, now when we come back, give me number 3. Okay, this is Sonny Proctor. Sonny Proctor is a Jasper, Georgia City Council member, and he's Dr. Sonny Proctor. And this is number 4. This is Katie Cagle. Katie Cagle is 23, not trying to tell a woman's age, but she is the first female elected to be the Pickens County GOP chairperson, 23 years old. Okay. This is number 9, David Schaus. Okay. I think I have his name right, Schaus. Okay, David Schaus. Number 8, and then back to number 9, back to number 9. Okay. He says, now let me say why this. He says he's running for commission chair in Pickens County. I'm going to elaborate on that. Okay. And he has made some personal attacks against these other 2 people. Now, let's just leave it there. David, to me, I've read everything, and I've been reading this for a long time. This race down here, I thought it was getting ugly, but it's went to what I call put up or shut up and a point of no return. Take us a break. We're going to we're going to come right back and talk about this right here, Pickens County Commission Chair, and then get back to some national news. Take us a break.